And recording. Oh, I bumped into the. So, the next band I'm gonna do tonight is called Warbringer, song by the name of Silhouettes. It's a couple of pages back in my book, so I don't remember when it was requested or what video it was requested in. So there's no way for me to know what kind of song or style this is, other than it's probably metal. It's Napalm Records, so it should be metal. This is from 6 years ago. Just over 5 minutes. Less than 500,000 views, but that's a hell of a lot. Let's go! Gotta love that font. Movie font. Like the swell. Makes me think of Slayer. I'm gonna pause it there because I have to pause it somewhere, and I like that transition was just kind of like abrupt enough, where a pause seems like a fair thing to do since there's all this imagery of like atomic bombs, and the name of the song is Silhouettes. That radiation, like once it goes over the person, it leaves kind of like a shadow, like the person turns to dust, but it leaves like an imprint of where the person was. So I imagine that's what the silhouette is in reference to. So there's a big explosion, and then people who die are like ghosts. They're silhouettes. That's all that's left of them. The singing, the guy reminds me of lot. Excuse me, reminds me a lot of the dude from Slayer, Tom Araya, in the way that he's sort of his diction and the way he's attacking the song. He has that kind of sound to him. I like the abrupt kind of changes, again, kind of like Slayer. This whole song's just been reminding me of Slayer. And I think the one thing that's standing out that's a little strange is the snare drum. Like, if it feels like it's muffled a little, but it's not too big a thing. I'm just kind of nitpicking. It's something I'm noticing because there's so much change, and the sound of the snare is so constant that it stands out. If that makes any sense. Let me backtrack. Go. The dead accuse the living. What have you done? that triplet. No, classical. It's funny. I said ghost when I said silhouettes earlier. When he said, it's gonna keep going. When he said, "We still have a chance," the way he sang it, for some reason, like it did have that Tom Araya feel to it, but it also kind of sounded like a mix of like Dio and Meatloaf, I think, for some reason. I don't know why that's coming to my head. But yeah, this was excellent. Especially given the climate we're in right now. A video with just an exploding atomic bomb seems especially pertinent. mm. Um, yeah, this is from what, 6 years ago? It's like how whenever current events happen, you always go, Simpsons did it, because they've been on so long that pretty much everything that has happened and that is happening and will happen, there's at least one scene from The Simpsons that did the exact same thing. So it's like the current state of the world. There it is. But yeah, I'm glad that I got it right off the bat. The ghost silhouettes, atomic bomb, like it all makes sense. It's laid out very clearly for you as far as like the messaging and the narrative of the video and the song. So yeah, it's clear cut in that kind of way, but the music itself was so like complex in the way that it kept shifting tempos, and then just um, going from like this frenetic pace to more of just like chords ringing out, to then a bass forward kind of sound. I don't know. It's just so much happened, and I've been comparing this to Slayer this whole time. And I'm reminded of a Kerry King quote because he used to make fun of Metallica, or not really make fun, but like I think one of the things he said was like, "Oh man, they waste so many riffs, like just including those into one song. Like, why not make more songs? Like it's a waste." I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember what the fuck he said, but he was essentially just saying how you don't have to pack so many riffs into one song, and that's the thing that I feel with this. Like, I feel like there's so much in here. So as much as I think it's like a Slayer song, like it's also like an expanded version of it. Like there's so much more going on in this than they're probably gonna hate that I keep saying Slayer, Slayer, Slayer. Um, you gotta do it. They probably, if they ever watch this video, they're gonna hate that I keep saying Slayer, because they're like, no, we're our own thing. Like it's cool, yeah, we take influence, but we're not them. We're someone different. It's just again as a first listen and just barely introduced to them. That's the one thing that's standing out, is that they appear to be heavily influenced by Slayer, and that's a good thing. That's a really good thing because Slayer's awesome, and these guys are awesome. Warbringer. I'm gonna have to remember this. I gotta come back to them. I loved it.